Nigeria. And that was the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what be here? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing. And we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger watch you.
The primate himself had fired back and said, oh no, I didn't ask him for 150 million naira for myself. Oh, I only told him that if he wants it badly enough, he should go and buy some musical instruments and some cash to the church so that God's mercy will speak for him. My people, right there is the madness that is threatening the church of God. So now our God Almighty has become a transactional deity. You want power? Now bring trumpet as a special sacrifice. You want governorship? Bring a keyboard and 120 million naira cash as your ritual sacrifice. Ah, would you do that to me as a Christian? Then, without missing words, tying spiritual mercy to instrument donations or cash payments is where some of our pastors have lost their collective minds. How is that different from a babalawo who insists you must take a neighbor ritual to Rita Meta to get mercy from a Romion? To make the matter even more shocking, text exchanges between the two, believe it or not, showed the primate, or allegedly the primate, a Christian pastor, supposedly standing on the altar of Christ, asking the man to recite some Quranic quotation as part of getting God to get him to become governor. Seriously, you can't make this shit up. Altar mixing is now so fashionable in our churches. No wonder we have pastors like our First Lady, Pastor Luremi Tinubu, who did not think anything was wrong in combining the altar of the traditional gods of Oni of Ife with the Muslim altar of our husband, while also speaking in tongues on the altar of Christ on Sunday. Then we wonder why many Nigerians, especially of our youths, don't trust the church anymore. Some of our churches have become a transactional mall, while PFN and our top pastors, like Pastor Deboye, Pastor Okonkwo, Pastor Kumuyi, Pastor Bakari and co, continue to tacitly endorse this by acting like they didn't notice. If this is what some pastors have reduced the name of Christ to, while we stand aside and look, then all of us wearing the Christian tag should be ashamed. I'm ashamed for this pastor and others like him, and Christians everywhere need to let them hear our collective voices of disappointment. The churches need to stand up and hold these Christian prophets and pastors accountable before the wrath of God comes down on all of us. Please share this to all people of faith, and let's put this.
All right, guys. I appreciate every one of you right there. It's good to be back here again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Thank you very much for your time with us. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, my lovely mother. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you, Abu Azia. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Good evening to you. Happy Saturday to every one of you right there. Today is Saturday, 13th December 2025. My people, I appreciate you all. A lot of people have commented. Mike Akambara is right there with us. I have Uyi Awoma. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Who is it? Nena Ogbona in the building today. Bex Max is right there with us. Thank you, my people. I just want us to move on right now. For those of you that have already commented, and God will bless you now. And for the super chat already, Adelaja Ogumbiyi, my brother, thank you very much to hear from you. Good evening to you, and thanks for the super chat. I'm very, 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 very grateful. Guys, you can do the same by pressing on the dollar sign right there, blinking at you to encourage what we do here, and also help us to press on the like button, help us to share this broadcast. Okay, this particular last video is shocking. You know, I like when people speaking up like this to expose what is happening, you know, in terms of religionism in Nigeria, you know, and also you can see what we have right there on our title. You know, Peter Obi has missed the chance. Liberal Soshoma said that, you know, that Peter Obi didn't take the chance of Labour Party and missed the chance as well to rule and all that. So I don't know what you think about that. And the situation between a very dark man, just Adeturn, that I presented. I would like to hear from you guys. For those of you that want to join us, remember today's Saturday. We're just going to take it the way it is. You know, yeah, I don't want to stay here for long today. If it's just one or two person that join us, I want you to give your submission till you are done. Then I might probably just end the show. And God will bless our people. It's not easy, you know, to have a better consistency. It's not easy, you know. So I know many of you are proud of us. I'm also very, very proud of myself, alongside with my wonderful panelists that are consistent on this platform as well. So yeah, but I'd like to take calls first quickly because we have Mother Deborah with us. Mother Deborah, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. Please, I'd like you to talk to us.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, and good evening to everyone watching. To be honest, I know, Mr. Elvis, you've been consistent on Nigerian political issues, but I think at a point in time you need to make your own decision if you want to continue to fully focus on Nigerian politics, or you want to diversify,
exactly,
maybe add some other things, because for your own mental well-being, you know, when you're doing something and you're seeing progress, like let's say for instance, I'm a nurse. For instance, when you're taking care of a patient and you're seeing that patient recovery, and you're seeing that the effort you're putting in, you're seeing that is working, you will be encouraged. But if every day you're seeing that the person is deteriorating,
yeah,
there's no way you'll be encouraged. Or if you have somebody in the hospital and every day you go, the person is not getting better, the person is getting worse, you as a human being, you'll be discouraged. You know, every time you hear about what is happening in Nigeria, there's nothing that gives you that glimpse of hope that will make you say, okay, I think there's positive steps coming from this direction, that there's going to be hope in 2027. That's why that day when I expressed myself, that those people were saying, but let them tell me one thing, one thing, just one thing that is a glimpse of hope, that you're going to say, okay, at least this is what is going to give us hope. At the moment, Peter Obi does not even have a party that he wants to run under. Okay, where's the glimpse of hope? All the governors are decamping to one party. So where are we standing? There's no electoral reform. INEC is still under Tinubu. Nigerians are still sleeping. So this is 20. We are in a month's time. We're going to be in 2026. So where is the anything that you will see and say, okay, this is something that we can hold on to, that there's a glimpse of hope? There's almost like nothing. So in order for us to manage our expectations, because that 2023 we all have very high expectation, we all put in all our efforts, we all have hope that this something is going to change, but at the end of the day, all our hopes were shattered. So I see what you wrote on your toenails when you said Peter Obi has lost the chance for him to rule. To some extent, I'm not 100%, I would say 100% agree, but to a greater extent, I feel that 2023 election was an awesome opportunity that would have really made Peter Obi there, because there was a lot of momentum behind him, people were behind him, but unfortunately, they stole it from him and nothing happened. I believe that 2023 was an opportunity that Peter Obi had to have become the president. But unfortunately, we got it wrong somewhere, or Nigerians did not underestimate Tinubu, what Tinubu is capable of doing. I don't know, but to be honest with you, we missed the opportunity in 2023. Whether we accept it or not, I am going to say 2023 was an opportunity that God gave to Nigerians. It was an awesome opportunity after the disaster of Buhari for 8 years. That 2023 was an opportunity for Nigerians to have taken their destiny in their own hands, not to have allowed Tinubu to be president. You see, the biggest mistake that Nigeria has made by allowing Tinubu to step into that place is a mistake that is going to take a long time for it to be corrected, if at all. There are some kind of mistake that you make in life. It will only take the grace of God for that mistake to be corrected. Mr. Elvis, you see that 2023 election. That 2023 election was an opportunity, was a God-given opportunity for Nigerians to have taken their destiny in their own hands, not to allow that APC government to have come back to power.
Yeah.
But somehow, we missed it. Peter Obi as well missed it. Probably I don't know if he did the right thing. I don't know I just can't blame him completely. I don't know where to put the blame, whether to say Nigerians could have done more, whether to say Peter Obi would have approached it differently. But to be honest with you, that was an opportunity that was missed. Whether we like it or not, 2023 was an opportunity that God himself gave to Nigeria to say, this is the time that you people will have to take your destiny in your own hands to change the country.
I agree.
But it slipped off, and now we have this man in power. Having Tinubu there is something that, even if let me tell you the honest truth, even if Tinubu lived after 8 years, just like he did in Lagos, Tinubu will make sure that whoever is going to take over is somebody that will be loyal to him.
Exactly.
That I can guarantee you.
I agree with you.
If you see what Tinubu is doing now, he's forcing all the governors to be loyal to him, to decamp to APC. Okay, now, more or less, there's no opposition. And more or less, we don't have any opposition party in Nigeria.
Remember, I said it on this broadcast.
Zero.
I said it in the past, if you still remember, that if Care is not taken, Tinubu will rule for the next 50 years. you know, and I said even after his death, you know, people that they put in places will still be ruling Nigeria. Yes, I'm telling you. Yeah.
So it's just you see, I always tell people, I said there are some mistakes. It's not all mistakes that can be corrected. Though. There are some costly mistakes that people would do in life that for generations that mistake will cause disaster. If you look back to history, there are mistakes that a lot of countries have made. Look at Turkey today. If you look back at their history, what Turkey that used to be a Christian country, today Turkey is a Muslim country. There are some mistakes that people make, that countries make. For generations, such mistakes will not be able to be corrected.
Mm-hmm.
You see, one of the biggest mistakes that Nigeria made was allowing a man like Tinubu, even Buhari,
even Lebanon as well. Even Lebanon.
Yeah. Look back at history, how they ignore the problem, they ignore their problem, they refuse to deal with problems before they know their countries were gone. Look at Sudan. If you look at the problem that led to Sudan civil war between the north and the south, is almost similar to what is going on in Nigeria today. When problems are not being handled, lack of leadership, nothing, and generations to come, those problems then. 2023 election, Nigeria will forever remember. Look at now, it's now they are beginning to appreciate Goodluck Jonathan. It's now they are beginning to appreciate the wife of Goodluck Jonathan, how empathetic she was when the Chibok girls were kidnapped. She showed that she cared about what is happening to Nigerian children. Compare her with this one that we have now, that is harassing governors, and she does not even care. Even when children are kidnapped, she doesn't even come out to say anything. But it's now they are beginning to appreciate Patience Jonathan. But I remember that time they bullied her and her husband. But now you see, when people don't appreciate what they have until they lose it, then they begin to say, "Oh, so Patience Jonathan was good." But did they appreciate her when she was first lady? The answer was no. Now they are dealing with the one that calls herself a pastor. She's a pastor, but she's married to a Muslim, and she has 3 religions, and she's still doing traditional religion. So you cannot imagine where does their loyalty stand. You don't even know which religion they belong to. So, to be honest with you, Mr. Elvis, anybody thinking that anything is going to change, if I don't know, I'm not God, but for now, I've not seen any indication. Tinubu has weakened all the opposition party. Which opposition party do we don't even have any opposition party in Nigeria at the moment. 2027 is more or less like Tinubu campaigning against himself. Imagine till now, ADC has not even, ADC that we thought, ADC has not even zoned, they have not even come out. This is 2025 is ending. They haven't even come out to say this is what we want to do. So does that even look like a party that is serious?
It looks like the ADC self is even working for Tinubu.
That's the way I look at it. Yeah. That's the way I look at it.
You're in trouble. Big trouble.
Mr. Elvis, when you have people who are not loyal to anyone, a lot of Nigerians are just loyal to themselves, to their pockets.
Yeah, exactly.
I can guarantee you that if Tinubu make a promise to any of those people there to say, don't worry, when I win in 2027, I will do this for you, I will do that for you. They are going to be sellouts. That is why you see now, Peter Obi is the only threat they have, and they have succeeded in crippling avenue. They have succeeded. To be honest, even the 2023 election, that time, Peter Obi has more privilege, that I will say, than even now. Now they have crippled every single aspect that will even make him to win at all. Let me be honest with you. Even if Peter Obi comes out to contest under any party, I can tell you that most of these governors that decamped, they will succeed in rigging. They will rig the election in broad daylight like this, and nothing will happen.
Thank you.
See your governor in Edo State boasting that he's going to give Tinubu
3.5. Okay. 3.5.
Do you think he's banking on people to vote? The answer is no. Even if the whole Edo State votes against, let me be honest with you, even if every single person in Edo State did not vote APC, APC will still win. Yeah, he will still come out with the figure because he's the governor. He has all the power, the state power. Who is going to stop him?
All right, thank you.
He's going to come up with a figure to say that Tinubu won. So we are in a very, very dicey situation. I think at a certain point in time, I will just, it's my opinion, and it's just a suggestion. Maybe sometimes you just bring up other conversations as well. So we talk about some. It's just my opinion, so that nobody will come for me. Maybe sometimes I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about Nigeria, what is happening in Nigeria. I love Nigeria, and I want to talk about like some things that are happening in Nigeria, but not every day, because the more you talk about what is going on in that country, every day it discourages you.
All right.
Every day.
Thank you, ma.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, Madam Deborah. God bless you, ma. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now, yeah, for the first time, I'm giving this woman so much minutes to speak because every single thing she was saying was just the truth. Let's start from where she said that we've missed the opportunity in 2023. I will agree 100% because I've said this so many times here on as well. In fact, I cried that time. I lost my voice. Yes, I cried. I lost my voice. You know, it's just that I don't want us to blame Peter Obi. Yes, Peter Obi have his own blames, but I can say that the blame should be shared 90% to Nigerians, 10% to Peter Obi. Yes, because that was the time that we all supposed to come out and fight for our mandate. At that time, Nigerians, look at us. We are divided. We are scattered everywhere. Even as of today, we are still divided. It's very, very unfortunate. It's very, very sad that this is where we find ourselves. To be honest, I know it's a bitter truth. Some of you will deliberately refuse to accept it. I've said it before. To remove Tinubu from office, I'm not even talking about 2027. To remove Tinubu in 2027 would be a miracle. But I'm even saying to remove Tinubu from office in general, maybe even though in 2027, after 8 years in office, to remove Tinubu in office, my people, hey God, you are not getting it. Because when I speak like this, some of you will say, no, Nigeria was, don't speak negatively. Hey, it can be done. Tinubu is this, 110 president, is that. That's fine. Everybody can see it for their own different perspective, different dimension or whatever. But my own view, what I can see and foresee right now, to remove Tinubu from office is not going to be easy at all. Somebody that single-handedly brought in the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he also single-handedly handicapped all Nigerians, both all the presidential candidates, and then declared himself the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And Nigerians were silent. What are we talking about? To remove him from office is going to be tough. I said it before that if care is not taken, Tinubu might end up ruling Nigeria for the next 50 years. Now, wait till I talk, now be that. You know, he might end up ruling Nigeria for the next 50 years. There's every possibility. He might even buy, he will still be ruling. For example, let's come to Lagos State. Can somebody tell me the year Tinubu ruled Lagos State as a governor of Lagos State? And can somebody tell me who is taking the final decision of Lagos State till today? I know you will argue this, but that's fine. I'm only just talking. What do I know? Except Nigerians come together and speak in one voice. This one, all of us they do. So, you know, we are divided, insulting ourselves on social media and all that. And we are saying that a better Nigeria is coming. You know. Anyway, I appreciate you all right there. God bless you. Now press on the like and help us to share. I'd like us to move on to the panel right now. We have three of us right here, rather, Madam Rita and Mr. Odua. So I'd like Madam Rita talk to us. When she finish, go to Mr. Odua. Madam Rita, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, man. Talk to us.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Mr. Elvis, first of all, I'd like to say good afternoon. And then, you know, when you always say, what do I know? Trust me, my brother, you know a lot. You know a lot. Coming here every day at all, it means you know a lot of responsibility. So please, I don't think that word should be in tandem with somebody like you, with your personality and what you do. You know, that is for people who don't know anything. You know, so anytime you say that, I always love. I say, this man he doesn't know that he knows a lot. You don't know that you are doing a lot for people. I kid you not, Mr. Elvis. You're doing a lot, even for me as I speak. You're doing a lot for people who don't even have confidence before, people who are not able to understand the dynamics of the Nigerian political system, even our social values. You know a lot, Mr. Elvis. So I don't know. It's my own personal agreement within myself. Anytime you say that, like, Mr. Elvis, you know a lot. Let's leave that for people who don't know nothing. And there are a lot of them on social media. Trust me, and we all know that. I'm going to say good afternoon to my sweet mommy. I love you so much. Mommy D, the greatest woman on social media. And Mr. Odua, good afternoon, sir. And I'd like to greet this special comment section. There's no comment section like Mr. Nigeria World comment section. You guys are just like a whole different panel on your own. Desmond, Bexmark, Abuazi, Debsy, wherever you are missed. I haven't seen Matida Obasi for a while. I miss you, sis. Clement Okoli, Arins TV, Beckmark. Sorry if I didn't get your name. I'm sorry, it's not deliberate. Who else again? Divine Cross, Desmond, Magnus TV, Arins TV, Adelaja Ogumbi. I hope I pronounce it properly. Yes, Ifeanyi and Anako, and you know, every other person out there. Good evening, happy Saturday, and I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Yes, today is a blessed day. Today is a great day, as a matter of fact. Mr. Elvis, I don't know where to start from, but I think I will just start from backwards up to where
Just start anywhere and you will get somewhere.
Okay. There's a whole lot out there. Okay. Dr. Okpe, the man that talked about Primate Ayodele, you know, and the Minister of Power or something. He talks about transactional men of God. In fact, I'll call it transactional Christian men of God. Fake Christian men of God. Sorry, fake Christian men of God. This is what we have been saying and what a lot of us have experienced from the past even to present. They say religion is the opium of the people. Isn't what they say? It has become some sort of addiction, a drug for especially as Nigeria is the case study, for a lot of Nigerians not to let go of that drug called religion. And we have leaders who capitalize on it, who understand the psyche. And the reason why a lot of Nigerians do not want to detox from the religious drug is because they are seeking some sort of hope that when they cling on to this religion, the pain in which they are going through, which can be solved by them, somehow these religious leaders or religion itself will kind of give them a sort of hope or even a kind of miracle that will change their status quo. And that's why they in fact, they cleave onto religion. They cleave onto the fake prophets. They cleave. In fact, I'm using big English, cleave. They attach themselves, they glue themselves to the religion. They glue themselves to my pastor, and they would say, touch not my anointed. They glue themselves to their prophets. They are so glued that they feel that if they detach, they will die. But they don't know that when they detach, then they will see the light. They don't know. And somebody who has been an addict from the moment of conception, how can you detach such a person? With the introduction of the social media, it has exposed a lot of things, exposed a lot of fake pastors, that exposed a whole lot. And that's why you see some people are gradually detaching. And then we have people who have been speaking for decades, from time immemorial, to tell them, do not attach yourself to these people. Do not attach yourself to these people. Coupled with the fact that social media has come out now, that is when people are kind of beginning to detox themselves from religion and from these so-called fake religious leaders. When I mean religious, I'm not just talking about Christians now. Christians are Muslim, but the reason why I'm even adding Muslim to it now is because this man, I know his name is Dr. Okpe, I've forgotten his last name now. He mentioned, a primate talking about mixing some verses of the Quran. That's why I'm even adding Islam to it. But really, everybody knows I'm trying to really pinpoint on the Christendom right now. There was nothing like even Christianity. Christ did not preach Christianity. He didn't. He didn't. I don't know if it's the book of Corinthians. I can't remember now. The first time the word Christians were mentioned. Somebody can correct me, those of you who are Bible scholars. Prior to that, Jesus Christ didn't say, oh, you shall be called Christian. He didn't. It wasn't. So this is the religious part I'm talking about. That's why people are kind of attached. They don't know when to detach. They don't know what they're supposed to be following anymore because they have been badly damaged from the time they were born. So it's hard. So even as this man is talking now about this Primate Ayodele, he has followers that would ignore this man. As a matter of fact, they will insult him, even if you bring evidence. They will insult the living daylight of the man. And so you don't fear the prophet of God. See, this is what I say. This is what I say. There's this human thing to attach yourself to something, a god, or something physical that you can see and hear, because it brings some sort of hope. That's why some people, they get shaky when you talk about their pastor. I just laugh. It like, that's the most stupid thing ever to say, oh, don't talk about my pastor. It's like you're already shaking. I wish you people shake like that when people are blaspheming Jesus Christ or Yeshua. I wish you people do that, but you people don't do that. You only shake and vituperate when they talk about your pastor. But if somebody from another religion kind of talk against Yeshua, you guys don't shake like that. So who are you worshiping? It's so clear who you are worshiping. Anyway, I am not surprised about what Dr. Okpe was saying. It was just a very fun video to watch. And for VDM, I think VDM's message, he was just trying to say that, we have some women who place false accusation against people, especially the men, which is very, very unfair. This is not the first time. It's been happening before I was even born, where people bear false, where women bear false witness against men, because it's a man's world, and it seems, and some men have gotten the notion that the woman is the weaker sex. So the women now say, okay, if you guys say we're the weaker, so anytime I want to accuse you of doing something that makes me look weaker and unbelievable, I will use it. And it has been abused. It's unfortunate that, just at Adeturn, was videoed, and then she made an allegation. Mr. Elvis, I don't know what VDM heard was trying to sexually harass her. I don't know. I was hearing something else. I don't know. I was hearing something else. But if that's what she said, I mean, it's disgraceful, and it's very bad, very, very bad. See, I say thank God for social media, because the social media now, if you are talking, you see couples now when they are fighting, one is videoing the other now, so that when you want to accuse me of bodily harming you or doing something to you, there's video evidence. In some cases, it's actually even the reverse. It's the woman who is violent. So please, if you have access to have a video, put yourself on live when you are experiencing this kind of violent and toxic exchange. Please do it, because you are saving yourself and also the person who is also abusing you, vice versa. Please do it. That is why we're on the social media age. 40 years ago, it didn't exist. But now we have the opportunity. Protect yourself. Yeah, and then any woman there who has falsely accused a man for abusing her, you need to repent. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. That is like murdering somebody while the person is alive. It's very bad. It's very bad. Please stop it. And even if you have done it, go and ask for forgiveness from God and the person that you have accused, even if it means you're being disgraced. But trust me, you have freedom. Because many lives have been destroyed. Many men's lives have been destroyed by the lies of Jezebel's sisters that lie against men. It's very terrible. And I think that's the what VDM was saying. That's why I say fear some. He didn't want to say all women. It's not all women, some, because he has a mother. A mother who VDM, everybody knows he reveres his mother. He doesn't joke with his mother. If you want to touch VDM and make him upset, just talk about his mother in a very wrong way. He's not playing. So that's why he said some women, and they know that themselves. Some of them are even listening to me now. There's something that I wanted to say, Mr. Elvis. I know it's not part of your program, but it's a message and I can't wait for the New Year message, but I just need to say something. And this is regarding men, women, and children. Many of you who are listening to me, this is a message for you. Many of you men, you are bad husbands. Many of you men are bad fathers, bad friends, bad colleagues, bad business partners. In the same way, many of you women are terrible, bad wives, bad mothers, bad friends, evil colleagues, and also terrible, bad business partners. In the same way, I say to children, when I mean children, you can be 10 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, even 60 years old. As long as you have either of your parents or both of your parents alive, you are still a child to that parent. Many of you are bad children. Bad to your sister, bad to your brother, bad to your friends, bad to your colleagues, even bad as business partners. Yes. My message to you is change. You know yourself. Change. This is your last chance. I don't know. I got this message. I just needed to say it. And I'm going to repeat it again at some point. This is your last chance. Change. 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 If you're a bad father, start changing before the year runs out. If you're a bad husband or a bad wife, start to change now from this moment you are hearing my voice. If you are bad to a very good friend, start changing and ask for forgiveness. If you're a bad business partner, start changing and ask for forgiveness. And no matter the capacity in which you are in, whether you're you hold a political office or you are in some sort of leadership position, or you have an opportunity or you have some certain power right now, nobody needs to tell you, And people who need to tell you because they don't have the liver, because you control, you have power, you have connections, even your family cannot tell you that you are wrong. I am telling you now, You don't know me. I don't know you, and I really don't want to know you. Start changing from today. This is your last chance. That's the message I have for whoever it is. This is your last chance. Start changing today. If anybody says that you are weak, if the satanic voice in you tells you that you need to show some signs of weakness, it is okay. You know you're not a weak person. But at the end of the day, when you change, they say forgiveness starts with a changed behavior. When you change, the world will see it. The people who love you will see it. If nobody is telling you the truth, I am telling you now. You know who you are. I don't know what age you are, but you know who you are. Start to change today. This is your last chance. Moving along. I really, really wanted to ignore Liberal Oshoma's statement. I really wanted to ignore it, Mr. Elvis. I really wanted to ignore that when he said Peter Obi had Labour Party in his palm and he threw it away. Liberal Oshoma, that's a very, very that's a very, very unfair statement. Very, very unfair statement. But you know what? There's a consolation, and it's like if Mr. Elvis just, he said it out of my mouth. He said, to be honest, 90% of what happened in 2023, post-2023 elections, was the fault of Nigerians, and 10% Peter Obi, which is very true. That just covered everything, honestly. And I think Liberal Oshoma wasn't quite honest. I don't know what side of the fence he's at, or if he's at the center of the fence, but Liberal Oshoma, that was a very, very unfair statement. And I want to say this because sometimes we can criticize, but sometimes it's good for also let us see your opinion. People might not like it. We're not here for anybody to like us. I'm not here for anybody to like me. As a matter of fact, the better you don't even like me is better for me, because I'll be spewing a lot of truths that you don't want to hear. I would say this. People might not agree with me, but I would say this. Come 2027, if Peter Obi doesn't have a political party, if he doesn't have a political party or a political platform for the presidential candidacy, this is what I think I would suggest he should do. Whoever is opposing APC, whoever might come out to oppose APC, please support that person vehemently, passionately, vigorously. And the reason why I say so, because you still have people who still follow you, who still believe in you, Peter Obi. So if they don't want to give you a platform, that's okay. You are still a threat now. You will still be a threat 2027. So whomever you support is the person that you should support. That is the person that you tell the people that believe in you to vote for. People can say, oh, it's a spite on a fellow Southerner, or it's a spite on that. You shouldn't do that. No, this is my opinion now, because we got to bring solutions to the reality of what's going to happen in 2027, because we're seeing something here. Or he should just be a regular electorate. Go and make your vote. If the press wants his opinion, he says it and he enter house. But another wish and prayer for me towards Nigeria in 2027. You see, as we celebrate the Immaculate Conception of what you guys know as Jesus, I call him Yeshua, because that's his real name. As we celebrate it, and we call it Christmas now, his conception was immaculate, in case you guys don't understand. Mary did not, as a virgin, did not sleep with any man for Jesus Christ to come into this world. That's why I use the word Immaculate Conception. Just as we experience that, and Yeshua is the light of the world, I pray 2027, we would have some sort of immaculate takeover, decision, emancipation. I pray, I'm repeating, that 2027, regardless of this one-party system, all these satanic forces, the man from Babylon's desperation and all that. I pray, come 2027, the same way we are believing in the immaculate conception of Yeshua, and we celebrate this as Christmas Day, the birth of Christ. I pray that 2027, we will also have that immaculate decision, immaculate changeover in the electoral process, in the people who are taking charge, including the people who are supporting this man openly now, or who are changing over to APC now. I pray that 2027, there shall be an immaculate decision that we turn over what is happening now. This desperation we turn over. They say with God, nothing is impossible. I'm not trying to be religious. I'm just believing in what I believe and hoping and praying that it's going to happen. That is what I have to say about that. And finally, I'm sorry, Mr. Odu, I'm taking time. There's a statement that's about Remi Tinubu. There's a statement that somebody said. He said, I think that was the last thing that Mr. Peter for Nigeria was saying. He said, what Remi Tinubu did, it goes beyond the first lady. It cuts across all leaders. And he's so true. You see, Remi Tinubu has a reputation. And I know that a lot of Nigerians who have been following her before have seen her antecedents. I'm not surprised by this action. I don't even think that Governor Adeleke is surprised by her behavior. I don't think so. I know when Remi Tinubu was, for me, if you ask me personally, I see Remi Tinubu as somebody who is, I see her as a sadist. And this is my opinion. I see her as a sadist. And I see her, I'm not a psychologist, as somebody who is, I see a little bit of tendency of bipolar behavior. And I'm not judging her because I heard, I think when she had her 50th birthday or 60th or 55th birthday, I can't remember, but I know I watched that interview. I just have to, whether it's BC or Latilo show or Dele Momodi, I can't remember what she was her 50th birthday, and she didn't want to make any celebration. Shockingly, she didn't want to do any party. And then they were asking her about her life with the man from Bodilon, and how she survived when he ran away in the name of, I one of the people that support democracy, running away from the army. She said something which was very significant, and that would have to do with her mental health. And that's how I've been looking at her for a long time. And that's why, I can validate myself when I say I see her as someone who is sort of bipolar, sort of. I've experienced somebody who has bipolar disorder. So, and I see those traits in her, so that's why I'm saying it. So, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, a clinical psychologist, so like ascertain to say that's what she's going through. I'm just saying it based on what I have seen and her behavior. Like I said, I see her as a sadist. So anyway, back to that interview. There's one significant thing which has stuck to me. She said, during the time the man from Bodilon ran away, she was in the US, with her children. And she said, she had a mental breakdown. Yes, she confessed that she had a mental breakdown and she had to be on medication, and she's still on that medication. And so that's why I've never seen her. I've always seen her as somebody who is erratic in some ways. And I know that people who have been with this man from Bodilon and people of Lagos State who have known her, they see how she talks. They are not surprised by her behavior. It has just been increased by the virtue of the fact that her husband is the president of Nigeria. So it's kind of elevated that behavior. You still look at it like a no-nonsense thing, but it's beyond that. This is just my own observation over the years. There's something you guys should also know. Mr. Elvis, I don't know if you guys remember, former Minister of Women Affairs, what's her name? Is it Dr. Uju Kennedy or Hene? Yeah, I don't know if I pronounce it properly. There was a time that, she said her life was in danger because she had refused to sign the $500 million. I repeat, $500 million World Bank loan. $500 million World Bank loan. Previously, she was questioning the mismanagement of $100 million loan in the Buhari administration, and they were all after her. Now, Sat, I remember, I think this is last year, whether it's June or July, I can't remember now. We can always Google it. That's why we're in the internet age. She was talking about her life. She said the cabals and some people from National Assembly were attacking her because she refused to sign the 500 million naira loan from World Bank. And then she also stated that any World Bank of Nigeria, their office, World Bank of Nigeria now, just in case you guys don't know, she said when they get a loan from World Bank, this is in US dollars, millions of dollars, the World Bank office in Abuja, they take 40% of that money. So if, for example, in Buhari's administration, they had 100 million World Bank loan. This is in that Ministry of Women Affairs. Oh, that office now took 40 million. That's 40%. That one is, it go to voicemail. So what happened to the $60 million? We're talking about dollars here. We're not talking naira. You guys can do the math with the exchange rate of then and now, of last year and now. Now, this is 500 million. She was being attacked. Now, the reason why I'm saying this now, because Remi Tinubu's name is part of this conversation. She said, because that woman was so vocal, I think they just, that's why the man from Bodilon had to drop that woman, because you can see that Minister Uju was a no-nonsense, and then she was telling everybody the way it is. She says it out in like, you know, she calls the public, and she was pretty much trying to be straightforward. But however, she said, you know, she said she went to meet the First Lady, and First Lady told her when she refused to sign the 500 million, the First Lady told her to mind her own business. She advised her to mind her business. And I'm sure Remi Tinubu did not say it in a very lovely tone. My sister, may you just leave there. No, she didn't say that. And I'm sure there were other words that went with that, mind your own business. What does that tell you about the system? What does that tell you about the man from Bodilon and his entire family? What does that tell you? So Remi Tinubu's behavior towards the Governor Adeleke is not surprising to me. It may be surprising and shocking to Nigeria when you talk about decorum and how public the conduct of public officers is supposed to be. Nigeria does not have it. In fact, they never had it, but it has just been amplified by the likes of what Wike does, by the likes of the Senate President and what he did to Natasha, and how people reacted to Natasha Uduaghan. It just shows you that the decorum is out of the window. Stop looking for decency where it doesn't exist. Stop looking for it. And I blame the likes of Governor Adeleke. Do you know why? It is caused by this stupendous, subservient nature of slaves, of their godfathers. All of them, the camping now. Remi Tinubu is looking at all of them like shit. Like, look at all of you. Eleyi. What is he called that one? Governor of Ogun State. The man for Bodilon calling. Yeah, Eleyi, that one now. They don't regard any of the governors, all of you that are switching. All the puppeteers like Daniel Boala and that Reni Omo. Oh, they look at Remi, sees all of them like shit, traitors. So that's why she has the audacity, the pride, without being apologetic to nobody, to come and tell an elected governor, please, you're wasting my time. Do you blame Remi Tinubu? At this point, Nigerians, wake up and smell the coffee. Do you blame Remi Tinubu? Really and truly, ask yourself. Forget about decorum and if it was a Muslim or an AP. Forget that one. Just forget now. Do you blame Remi Tinubu? I don't blame her. It is accepted, it is supported, and she will do it again, and nothing will happen, because many of all these guys who should have spoken are slaves to her husband. They are even slaves to her. So you have given her the power now. Come on. Let us all see people like Mr. Peter for Nigeria, Nigeria Watch, and the rest of us like me. We're just talking so that people should be aware and not feel that this is normal. It's abnormal. That's how we are all talking now. All this behavior should not be accepted as norm. It is wrong. It is not normal. It's not something to learn from. Our children shouldn't see this kind of behavior.
All right, Madam Rita, round up in 1 minute so that we can.
I have stopped. Thank you very much for the opportunity. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mandarita. I really do appreciate your time and your voice to this broadcast today. Thank you, Wesley. Mr. Odoa, thank you very much, sir, for your time with us. Good evening to you. You're the last person on the panel. I'd like you to talk to us so that we can round up. Thank you, sir.
And good evening, Mr. Najawash. Thank you very
Yes, sir.
much. Good evening, Madam Rita. Thank you. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Where's you? It's an old way you know. My way is a give out. What I must say. Look, Bill, good my video. Koi, kada. Book. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers, and the passerby. God bless you all. Peter Obi and the VDM versus Adeturn. Well, for me, I don't have much to say than our brother, our Papa, and our Sam, Ozekome, isn't Ozekome, or what is the name? Anyway, they say, I know it's a journalist also. So he said something that Peter Obi will have the opportunity to hold the Labour Party or whatsoever. For me, being a presidential candidate doesn't give you the permit to control the party. Yes, we know that you can contribute, you can bring idea, but since there is chairman and there are what's called executive there, you have not having power over the party, except if you have won the seat to be the president. That will have shown that the executive power, which they call the despite is not for Nigerians, it's not Nigeria constitution, then they now call it Nigeria constitution, given to you, then you cannot be overriding people. But since it was not so, you don't have any power to override the people who give you room to stay, because they give you room. You are not the owner of that house. The caretaker and all, yeah, you are just a tenant. So when you want to misbehave, the caretaker first will even first say, you don't have right not to talk of the landlord himself. So for their view, and since you are just a candidate, you will have no, it doesn't work that way, because it was people that the even person wanted to be a presidential candidate before Peter Obi came. That one stepped down. So all of them will understand that there are people, authorities, more than Peter Obi. Peter Obi just came in no less than 1 year. And yes, we know that the follower go along with Peter Obi. But the party doesn't go with Peter Obi, because the party go with those who own the party. So that is just the truth. Anyhow, they might want to view it, people might call them learned, this, that. Knowing English doesn't give you sense of reason. It just shows that you can speak another man language. So, so with what understand that Peter Obi still have a right to go to any other party. That is why I went down Apapa and the other man, they called the other man, when they just start those their misbehavior that time, I said, Peter Obi, the only source now, because I have seen it, I've seen ahead of it that it will become problem. So Peter Obi should just look for party that time. Then it was that time Peter Obi will have built a party that today, and that is why I was agitating or yearning for like Falana, this our brother from Kano, a senator. What do they call his name? Self. That was senator. That was northern senator. They like Alex Oti. Even this our brother that just spoke from Edo State, and our Baba the Sam in Edo State. All these were many people who are bringing good idea. And Faro Timi, Dele Faro Timi. So all these people will have come together and form a party, since with their ideas. So it will have be better they come together and form a party. I was agitating for it when the time where we are still in court. So they have not left court. Abure have not even started his madness. So people, we want to see, Peter Obi have the right. Peter Obi doesn't have any right over Demabure, Demapapa, because the Labour Party have been formed. Peter Obi have not even come to Nigeria to become Anambra president, governor. So that is just for the truth of that. For the other Adeturn, I don't really know how in with the man where they met before, what they have discussed and what led to, because for that man to accuse Adeturn because of Harrison. So no, I don't really know how they made themselves or what they have discussed. But in other hand, if that man can now only hold Adeturn about Harrison, and that man have not seen other problem in Nigeria to hold other people responsible, just like the way he hold Adeturn, I believe that man would have met with other people who have still talk about one thing or another happening in the country, but he have not put them into something like this. So anyway, everybody has a mentality of life. But one thing I can say, and that is what I'm still saying, me, I hate complaint. I love positive results. So people that want to be complaining like that man now, who because Harrison has been arrested or is not arrested, I don't know. That man seen error in this country and he did not want to put solution, to put his foot on the ground to do solution. He went to London. The London doesn't complain on internet. They doesn't complain on whatever they are called their media. They complain with their foot on the street. The other time, I think is in Hall no, not Arsenal. There was a place they were doing protests. Those children were doing protests. Even police were beating them out. They were still on the foot. Their foot was still on the ground. So that is when people do reality. Not to go to social media or see one person, you say, I talk about this person, you were talking about this, and it now comes to say, enemy harassment, sexual harassment. No, put your foot on the ground. They kidnap people now. That yesterday now, the video was showed that two brother, one said he just have a pregnant wife or a newborn baby, I don't care. This man will have been on the street protesting, going to different police stations, agitating. Police supposed to go and release those people they kidnap. So these are when people, that is when I take people serious. That is when I know these are really human beings. These are people who care for betterment of the land. Do the needful. So that is my motive, and that is as a Edo man. That is why Edo, if people doesn't know the story, call Edo. Edo is a man who do the needful, who put him foot on the ground and say the reality must come to pass. That is why Igodomigodo become named as Edo. So when people talk, and that is why I said the spirit of Abibini and Amedo is two different spirits. Because Abibini now be people when they think they know, but when it comes to reality, they are not there to show. Amedo is people who know that this is reality and we must do it. So for me, they know where they made themselves, and that one cannot cost me any. But it's only that saying the person was giving him sexual harassment, which is not sexual harassment. That's only things I can say that it was not really good. Then for the people that are saying Tinubu are forcing people to become their party or buying people or whatever. No, for me, I doesn't see Tinubu dragging anybody to be in the party. It is people who decamp because they have no moral right or moral understanding of power. So they just come to power because they want to make money. That is why when they come to power, they will tell you they are receiving 1,000 naira. But when they will now be calling allowance will even be trillion naira than the money you said you are receiving. So those people are not worthy. They are not leader. They just come and say, I can do this thing without knowing how that thing works, because they only have green on their pocket. So anybody that come from APC to PDP or whatever party they are decamping to, it is what they want to do. Because if you don't have cockroach in your cupboard, you will not be afraid. You will not be running from head and scatter. That's just the truth. As I am now, if I say I'm a governor, I dare any presidency to carry entire mobile to my state and say they want to ring the election, it will not work, because I am ready to work for the people. I am not ready when I enter position today. Tomorrow, I go and buy a Oma Jeep. The other time, I buy limousine. Another one, what is the Bugatti? No. If I'm receiving 100 naira, you will know that I'm receiving 100 naira. And that 100 naira, I will use it to establish farm. You cannot tell me as you are doing government work, don't do farm. I will be doing farm. You will be seeing my farm. And people will be enjoying it. So by the time the money is supposed to work for the people, you are not working for them. You are afraid of EFCC or whatever. The money is supposed to do road. You are not using it to do road. You are sharing it with one party or another. Me, if you come to my record, I will use record and bring. You cannot call it AI. The time and everything we show, the cloth you wear, we show when we are discussing. So, but which of these governor can do it? I wrote letter to Obaseki. Give us Opilasme factory. Obaseki that is running up Adana. I never knew they are sold Opilasme. If Obaseki or Shomole were the government of the people, you cannot come to a state and begin to sell the property that the people will benefit from. Okay, look at Obaseki carry our land and give to outsiders. They say they are investors to go and plant pantry or pancani, whatever you call it. Those people, if Obaseki were really governor, is it not his duty to call those communities and say, let us plant tree here so that at the end of the years, we will be paying tax to government and you people will be employed to have your own money? Is that not what government, a good person, think for his people? If any governor come to teach his people how to make money, will those people vote against him? The answer is no. But you cannot come and collect the entire land of your people and put your people into poverty. You are now you make them wretched. The place they're supposed to eat from, you have closed their food and give it to outsiders. You call it investors and development. Those are stupidity. Those things are stupidity. It is because they don't know what is called leadership. And that is where the other day, our brother said I should not criticize Tinubu. I don't criticize Tinubu. I can only tell you, Tinubu said, I want to come and work for you. Tinubu said, this our brother Gulo Jonathan doesn't do it well. He's not supposed to do this. He's not supposed to do that. But he came. What he said, Gulo Jonathan supposed not to do. Him is doing it. So when person like that come, I will talk that this thing you do. You said we should not do it. So you don't supposed to do it. Example come from teacher. So I'm a different person. I always believe on do the do. Because now when you know what they call mathematics, they say 1 + 1 are 2. So that is it. I am a practical person and I love everybody to be practical. Peter Obi still have the chance. And many people that are decamping today, a moment Alex Oti and Peter Obi come out in one party, you will still see many of them will return and decamp to those parties. So for me, I'm not afraid. A moment Peter Obi and Alex Oti come out and say, this is the party we are now into, people will see the way others will be rushing to that party because they know that the multitude are there. And that is why they are trying to make the PDP okay, but PDP, since Adeleke is still working in this place now, and he went to Accord, I will likely believe that Peter Obi and Alex Oti will go to Accord. If Labour Party could not balance for them to work, they will go to Accord. And that time, people will see the way Accord will boom up. So that is always my solution, my thing. And thank you, Mr. Najawash. Thank you very much. For the church, for the pastor, for me, it is not today we know that church is a business. So it's not today we know that church is a business. So thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Dua, thank you very much for coming in to put your voice to today's broadcast. We all are fighting for the same thing. Let's see what happens in 2027. Well, let's continue to put in our best, our effort, and let's speak in one voice. My people, we've come to the end of this broadcast. It's 2 hours. It's just enough for me on Saturday. As you all know that, yes, Saturday or Sunday, I don't like to stress politics that much. If not because I needed to present this today. We're supposed to be talking about something else entirely today. But nevertheless, I'll see you guys again tomorrow, fingers crossed, but on that probability. In case we did turn up at all, then to be on Monday. Thank you very much, Madam Rita, for coming in to put your voice to this. I really do appreciate you and my brother, Mr. Odoa. God bless you, sir. Thank you, Madam Deborah, for your wonderful submission. I appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate you. And thank you, my brother Adelaja Ogumbi, for the super chat earlier on. I'm very, very grateful. While on the comment section, Mother of Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always. Thanks for that you do for us here. Abu Azi, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mother Peggy Modi, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Shidima, thank you. Bex Max, God's grace, God bless you all. Eva Line, thank you very much. Julian Salami in the building today. It's been a while. Good to hear from you. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Princess Angela, I can see you as well, and many others. My people, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Riomi, I can see you right there. Guys, before you leave, please help us to press on the like and help us to share. I'll see you guys, fingers crossed, tomorrow or probably on Monday. And God will bless you. Now, let's stand for what is right. None of us is perfect, but just do what is right if you can. Good night, my people, and bye for now.
no where honey. Get the bansa